Hello, you guys. Hello, hello. Oh, hello, you guys. Can you see me? Am I here? Am I on the screen? Oh, I hope that we don't have some weird computer issue. Although while we're in Elkhorn, my computer's going to be looked at. So, and it's going to get some memory upgrade. So hopefully we won't disappear. Actually, I went back. I won't lie. I went back and watched the replay from last Thursday because I was curious how long I was out, and it was 8 minutes. 8 minutes I was gone. And then I went back while I was watching the replay because I could see the live chat that went along with it. You guys cracked me up saying the whole Pledge of Allegiance and singing, and the comments about Parmesan chewing my internet cord. You guys are hilarious. Just wanted to say that. Yeah. Well, Minx, it might not have seemed that long to you guys, but actually felt like an hour to me. Like it was a true 8 minutes. It felt much longer than that to me, but yeah, crazy. Yeah, I went back and watched it and I timed it because I was showing my husband what happened. And he was also cracking up because you guys went through the whole Pledge of Allegiance during that time. So yeah, let's hope that we don't have any weird techie things going on. OKP, yeah, you can go back and watch it if you want. I can't tell you the timestamp of it, but I am showing my handmade 4th of July little bell guy, and then I just disappear for an entire 8 minutes. I really don't know what happened, and I don't know how I got back. So yeah, it was fun. Super fun. All right. Hello, you guys. I'm going to go all the way to the top. Who is here? Early bird. Lisa Shields here. Hello, Lisa. At 124 today. Cindy Lou. Hey, Cindy. Good to see you tonight. There's Kim. Hey, Kim. Good to see you, Kim. Thanks for being here. Terry V. Hey, lady. Good to see you. Karen G. Hey, Karen. Good to see you, Karen. Karen's going to be my bed ender tonight. And Kim's going to be here helping out in the chat. Gavin, are you working and lurking? Are you working and lurking tonight? Or are you actually here tonight? Miss Shannon for rah. Hey, Shannon. Good to see you. Let's see. Leanna, good to see you tonight. And Janine. Hey, Janine. Judy's here. Hey, Judy. There's Mama Pam. I'm Mama Pam. I got to see her briefly today. Not very long. KP, I said hey to you. Let's see. Oh, I had to do yard work today because it rained yesterday when I was supposed to do it. So I do yard work today. No fun. William, hey Willie, good to see you. Mowing the lawn's no fun. Joe is here. Hey Joe, good to see you. Minx, hello Minx. Thanks for joining, everybody. Good to see you guys tonight. Sharon Spencer, hello, hello. Yes, if you would, good reminder. Thank you, Sharon. If you could give the broadcast a thumbs up, that would be wonderful. Let's see, who else is here? Chris is here. Hey, Chris. Hope you're doing well. I'm trying to get through these quickly, you guys. Hey, Sandra, good to see you. Carol, hey Carol, good to see you in the chat. Thanks for popping by. Let's see, Honey Bunny Finds. Hello, hello, meow meow, meow meow. Speaking of meow meow, look at him. He's curled up in a ball. He sure likes that pillow cover that I got from Heather. It has some, I wish I could zoom in. I can't zoom the screen in, but it has some little applique kind of Victorian dressed styled little kitties on the pillow. But yeah, he's been sleeping next to it ever since I put it on that pillow. Let's see. I'm trying to scroll. Jennifer Cagle. Hello, Jennifer. And Jasmine, good to see you. Happy Monday to you. Stephanie Kite. Hey, lady. Good to see you in the chat. It's been a while. Stephanie, are you coming to Springfield in September? You gotta let me know if you're coming. I'd like to see you. Tina Mom. Hey, Tina. Good to see you. Oh, hey, Joy. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm glad that she liked. I'm glad that she enjoyed that. Happy. Let's see. Lisa Jens. Hello. Wings is here. Hey, Wings. Good to see you. Let's see. And Stephanie, if you talk to Miss Bobby, tell her I said hi too. Miss you guys. Coco Girl. Hey, good to see you too. Good to see some names I haven't seen in a while tonight. Thanks for popping on. Paula Messimer, hello. Flippin' cute. I love your name. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Trying to scroll down. Dusty Moose. Hey, lady. Good to see you. Miss Caroline. Hello, Caroline. I just always want to break into song every time. I have to resist. And now everybody's going to be singing that the rest of the evening. I apologize in advance. I think I got everybody in the chat. Thanks for joining tonight. All right, I do have, I have kind of mostly antique or close to antique Victorian style kind of stuff tonight. I have a couple kitschy things, but for the most part, it's kind of that style of stuff tonight. Not sure why. I think the past few weeks of estate sales, I have got quite a bit of that stuff at the estate sale. So kind of all came together. A few things I've had a little longer than that, but most stuff is just recent estate sale pickups. So that's fun. Desi's Boho Flamingo, good to see you in the chat. Who else did I see pop in here? Beth popped in here too. Hello, good to see you guys. She fit in. She fit in just fine, William. So don't worry about her. She's mid-century, but she can rock it with the Victorian girls. She's just fine. I had to have a little bit of kitchen there, just a little bit. All right. I'm gonna go over how the sale is gonna work tonight. Briefly, I know everybody, mostly everybody here have heard me talk about this lots of times, but I will go through this. So first you want to be in, you want to be logged in, first of all. That's how you can access the chat. So be logged into either a Google or YouTube account. That's how you can type in the chat. If you're not logged in and you do, then it should automatically pop up for you. We do have a lag. Do encourage you to refresh often so you can exit out of YouTube completely and come back in, or the quicker way to do that is to tap the screen on your mobile devices in the upper right hand corner where my kitty icon just popped up. You can find the gear wheel icon up there. Hit playback speed 2 times. If you are lagging behind, I am going to sound funny until you are caught up with me. Again, you can also find the same settings on the computer in the lower right hand corner. And if you're watching on your TV, you can go back to your home settings and refresh your TV screen from there. I will be doing offer ups this evening. Unless there's a quick claim, I might have a couple quick claims. And if there is, then I will talk about that when we get there, how to participate in the quick claims. But for the most part, we will do offer ups. I'll give you a starting price. It will be pinned in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. I will give you information, measurements, and know if there's any kind of issues. So if there's any damage, repairs, notable issues, I will show it as best as I can to you here on the screen. If you are interested in anything tonight, all you have to do is type your bids down into the chat. I will highlight them as I see them come into StreamYard. And I will do a 20-second countdown. So I will do the on-screen counter this evening. And that kind of, I think I like it to help gauge how bad the lag is. I can see it in real time and let you guys know how bad the lag is on my end. And then the highest bid that I see come in before Karen G's official bid end will be the winner tonight. I am doing just in cases. So all that I ask is that you have at least one regular bid into the chat before the countdown, and then you can use a just in case, and that's the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item plus the letters JIC during the countdown. And if your just in case is the highest before the bid end, I will bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. Keep in mind that multiple just in cases that come into the chat do then turn into regular bids. I do have my email up here on the screen. I did not put a comment in the chat this evening. I forgot to do that, but you can always find my information down in the description of the video, and I will have it periodically on the screen as well. Pay attention to this if you're a new buyer to me, or maybe it has been a while. I do need an email sent to me with your YouTube screen name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that I can send a PayPal invoice to. If you don't have PayPal, that's okay. You can still shop. Just let me know when you send that information that you would like to check out as a guest. When I send my invoices out, then I can send you a direct link to that invoice, and you can check out with any debit or credit. You just follow the prompts, and I believe it takes Venmo and Apple Pay as well. Keep in mind, when I do send invoices out, payments due within 24 to 48 hours. And the last part is about shipping. Shipping is not included with the winning bid price. That is additional. However, I do get discounted shipping rates through Pirate Ship that I pass right on to you guys. And that's why I need your full shipping address, is to calculate your shipping. And when you do check out, either in PayPal or as a guest, do make sure that your correct shipping address is when you pay. That way I do print my labels directly from your checkout. So that'll make sure that it gets to you and you have accurate tracking. I do have shipping available to anywhere in the US and Canada. I can ship elsewhere. Just keep in mind, those other international countries tend to have a lot more higher shipping, even with my Pirate Ship discount. I ship from Michigan. And shipping for me this week, has to happen on Thursday because we are rolling out of town early Friday morning to go to Wisconsin, and we will not be back until late the following Tuesday. So I would like to get everything shipped out by early afternoon on Wednesday. Thursday afternoon. As soon as I can get to the post office, I will get those on their way to you. So I will email everybody when invoices roll out tomorrow. So Tuesday, I'm going to be doing invoicing. I will just email or message you when they go out. And as far as live sale wise, so there's no sale on Thursday this week. That's why you're seeing me right now. There's no sale on Thursday. But Thursday, July 2nd, Jason and I will be back for Fantastic Finds that evening at 8 p.m. Eastern. So before I head out of town, I will schedule that broadcast so you can set a reminder for that, but no sale on Thursday this week. And I think that covers everything. Virginia, welcome in. Good to see you. Unless anybody has any questions before I get started. Did I miss anybody here in the chat that popped in while I was running my jaw? I don't think so. I don't think I mixed. Everybody's just very chatty this evening. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. We'll see how long Mr. Parmesan takes his nap. I forgot to snap a picture of his new interior decorating that he's pursuing. I talked about this last week, that he is scratching paint off the wall. I didn't take a picture of it, but I need to, because he's gotten a little larger. A little larger since last week. What I need to do is file it down so that it's not rough anymore and he can't get his nails on it, and put painter's tape over it or something. I'm not sure. He is darn cute though. I do gotta say that he is darn cute. Okay. What do we want to start with? I have no idea what I want to start with. I do have a lot of ephemera. I have a lot of ephemera tonight. I do have Cupid things. I have just a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. So, let's start with a fan. How about that? I'll start with my fan. She's really cute. I love these. I love these advertising fans. So this is going to start at 16. I'll start with this. It's not very hot here. It's not very hot here today. It's cooled off a little bit here in Michigan, probably because it's been storming. Here she is. She's very cute. I've never had this one before. Usually the ones that I tend to pick up are more pinup style or Gibson girl style ladies, sometimes animals, but this one I've never seen this imagery before. So FYI, there is some tape on the back. So there, it looked like there was a tear. I did not do this. This was how I found it. So there was a tear beginning there. So somebody taped it. But what I like about it, besides the fact it is cute, is that the advertising for the back is from Frankenmuth, Michigan. So that's pretty cool on the back. MJ, I see you're 16. Thank you so much. So Frankenmuth here in Michigan is kind of known. It's like a German town, and they have it's like a Christmas town. So they have this gigantic Christmas store that is open year round, and they have a giant fiberglass Santa, and then they have restaurants and stores that are downtown. They're really big into Christmas. Bronner's Christmas store. So it's more like not vintage and antique stuff. It's more like they have an entire room of just glass ornaments. They have an entire room of themed ornaments, like anything that you can think of. They have it. And then they have like nutcrackers and Christmas trees and yeah, all that stuff. Yes. So that's what Frankenmuth is much known for. Frankenmoose, no, not quite. But that's what it's known for, is Bronner's Christmas store. I haven't been there since middle school. I was like 12. I think maybe it was the last time I was there. I always want to go. Zender's. Yes, Zender's is the restaurant that is most famous there, that have like German food. They make, their chicken dinners, and it's good. Everything is there is good. I just haven't got to go. I haven't got to go to Frankenmuth in a really long time. So the front, I wish she didn't have a staple right in the middle of her forehead, but that's how they attach the handle, you know. I love the butterfly. That was kind of the imagery. Like, I really like that. And I've talked about this before. I haven't had a fan in a good long time. If you're not sure how to display these, they look really great in vases. So just like, simple, either clear glass or milk glass vases, like they just sit down in the top, and you can find those, at any thrift store, garage sale, cheap, find those vases. And if you have a bigger one, you can make kind of a bouquet of hand fans, and they look really cool all together. So that little taped tear on the back, it looks like it was gifted. It does say from Bernthal, GLGB Bernthal, GL Bernthal. So it's an advertising for Zucker beer and fine wine. All right. So yeah, it doesn't like, you don't really notice the staple until you're like right up on it, because it does kind of blend in with her hair. You're right. All right. So the measurement is 12.5 by 7.5, and the handle is wood. All right. I saw MJ is in there at 16. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 17 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. All right, for me, there's like a 7-second lag. That's what I'm seeing on my phone versus here on the screen. 7 seconds. Sorry, I had to find my counter. I didn't have it up there. All right. So yeah, about 7 seconds. Hey, Renee. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, MJ, coming to you. Thank you so much. All right. All right, I'm going going to do, actually, I am going to do a quick claim. I'm going to do that right now. I just got to write these down real quick. All right. So let me make sure I counted these correctly. So I'm going to show them to you. I'm going to tell you a price, and then I will tell you a letter to type in the chat. Okay. And the first person I can see that comes in can pick one or multiples of these, and then I'll just go down the line until I run out. Okay. So I'm going to make sure I have, okay, I have 6. I have 6 of them. So this is going to be a quick claim. So I'm going to type that in there here. Okay, I have some spun cotton goobers, but they're bride and groom goobers. Bride and groom goobers. I'd never seen these before. I don't know if you guys watched this video that these came from, but these did come from an estate sale. So they're all pretty much the same. I mean, like they're all dressed the same, I guess, and they're all in about the same condition too. Like I wouldn't say that there's really any kind of noticeable difference in any of them. They all have little paper made in Japan, made in Japan stickers on them. So the little heads of the bride and groom are spun cotton, and then their bodies are made out of chenille, and then the bride has, you know, a little veil. That's the word I'm looking for. Yes. I didn't measure these. So the figures, like, I don't know, they look like they're around 1.5 inches, but then there's quite a length worth of longer chenille stems. Package ties. I believe these are package ties. So I have 6 of them. All right. And these are going to be $6. $6 each. All right. So no bidding. All right. $6 each. So you can type in the letter W. The letter W for wedding. The letter W for wedding. So they all, oh, nope, I'm wrong. This one here doesn't have the top of his hat. I could probably fix that easy enough. I'll leave that one out, and if somebody wants it, I can always fix it. All right. So first in the chat I see is Minx. All right. So Minx, let me know how many that you would like. And MJ and Richard. Hey, Richard. It's a whole bouquet of bride and grooms. All right. Minx wants 1. Okay. You got it. Okay. And MJ. So there are 4 left. I'm going to leave this unless somebody absolutely wants that one, but it would not be hard for me to fix that because I have vintage chenille that I could fix the hat. If there is enough for everyone, may I have 2 sets? Yes, I will give you 2. I will give you 2, MJ. Okay. And then 2 more. So Richard, let me know if you want 1 or 2. Like a group wedding, yeah. All right, Richard's after 1. All right, you got it. And I think that was everybody, yes? I think so. I think that was everybody. So I have 1 left. I have 1 left. So MJ, I don't know if you want another one, or I can keep it, bring it back. And then I have the one that doesn't have the top too. So, right? I got that right. Yeah. Okay. So anybody else that claimed those, let me know. Or if anybody else wants one, you can let me know that too. All right. So I have 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Okay. Righty. Yes. Yes, you can get another one, Minx. Absolutely. Okay. All right. Congrats, everyone. Congrats. Okay. All right. Number 3. This is going to be a pair of items. So these are going to come together. I think I alluded. Oh, send it to William. You got it. Thanks. Sure. All right. Send to William. You got it. All right. I got it. Oh, you want. Okay. MJ is going to take the last one. Okay. I got it. I got everybody. Got it. Thank you. Sorry. The lag here. It's hard for me to keep up with the chat. All right. All right. I think we got it. Oh, you said never mind, MJ. Okay. All right. Pair of items. I might have talked about this last week. That I know I talked about the state sale that I went to that had she was a QP collector, so she had a lot of QP stuff. But so the pair of items, this is going to be an 18 start. So first off, I got a QP Doodle Dog. I've never run across a QP Doodle Dog. Now this is not an antique. This is a one that was made by B. Shackman. So this one would be from the 90s. They did make a lot of reproductions from the antique ones in the 90s. Figurines, the jointed bisque QPs, and some figurines as well. But this is a Doodle Dog. Jasmine, I see you. Thank you so much. So there's the little QP Doodle Dog wings. So cute. There's no chipping or repairs on Doodle Dog. And also from her same collection is a Doodle Dog postcard. I had to put these together. So this is also made by Shackman. So not an antique. This one is from the 70s. All right. So, and these were the flying QP cards. So there's a whole series of these on Glowy and Renee. I see you both. There's a whole series of these where you were meant to cut these out and kind of paste them together, and then they could be a 3-dimensional, like a little paper doll. So there's a whole series of those that you were meant to just cut these out. But I couldn't help it. Put the little Doodle Dog card with Doodle Dog. So love him. All right. Glowy's back in there at 25. MGIC are 23. So Glowy's holding it at 25. Doodle is 2 1/4 by 2. 2 1/4 by 2. So cute. Okay. I have to do things that are matchy, Brooke. Have to do it. Okay. Let's do a countdown. We are looking for 26 or more. And I'm going to start the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Jasmine, I see her just in case. Glowy's also got a just in case. And so does Renee. All right. There's the bid end from Karen. So at the end there, it looks like Glowy Girl is going to be my winner at 43. Congratulations. Thank you all. Thank you. Okay. I wish she had some more Doodle Dogs. However, if it would have been the antique one, the antique Doodle Dogs really don't come up ever online. Ever, do they? The last one, like there's a couple Facebook groups of QP collectors that I'm in, and somebody I don't know, within the last 6 months or so, posted one that sold at like an in-person auction for like $4,000. The same one, but the antique one. Just, yeah. Never seen one anywhere. It's pretty crazy. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna do this tin. This is really cool and it's big, so I'm gonna do it right now. All right, this is gonna have a $20 start. Yeah, the antique ones are just bananas crazy. This is gonna have a $20 start. Oh wait. Oh, see message. See message. What? Oh, what? Oh, okay. Okay, got it, MJ. Okay. Any left? Okay, you got it, MJ. All right. All of the wedding things have been claimed then. Okay, this is gonna have a $20 start. It's a much larger tin than I typically bring to the sales, but I loved it. I love the imagery on it, so I couldn't leave it behind. This is a Riley's toffee tin. Now it does have a little bit of wear to it. The cover is very cool. We have kind of like a Venetian kind of scene, like going on some sort of masquerade party. I just really like it. And it's orange. But the side of it has circus animals. No, it's okay, MJ. There's circus animals and performers going around the outside. Look at the fox. I think that's a fox with the bass drum. We've got the bear. He's not real happy about being behind that penguin in the parade, it looks like. So this looks like it had some sort of assortment of different flavors of toffee, perhaps, in here. Is that a pig clown? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Some of these are questionable, but I do think that that's a penguin. That's definitely a bear. Elephant. And we have a mouse on a horse. I think that's supposed to be a pig, like a Pierrot pig, perhaps. MJ and Dusty, I see you both. And then we have the little dog and Humpty Dumpty Eggman and a fox, I think. I think that's everybody on there. It does have the sticker on the bottom that has kind of some sort of number on it. I'm not sure what that means. I didn't take it off. Maybe it was like a numbering system for somebody's collection. I don't know. I didn't take it off. But there is a little bit of paint scratching up on the lid. This is kind of the worst part down here where it says toffee down here at the bottom. But really nice colors. I think it's very cool. On the inside, same typical that we see for this era of tins. I think this is probably a 1930s, 40s tin. I actually couldn't find this one. And I have had some other Riley's toffee tins, and I believe these are made in England. I do believe that. All right, Dusty and MJ, I see you both. I do want to give you a measurement since it is a little larger. It is 8 1/4 inches in diameter and then 4 3/4. It's not like completely flat. It does have kind of a little bit of a raised edge. So that's the 4 3/4 for the edging. Okay. But yeah, it would make a cool riser for something kind of circus on the top, or like this. I just really like it like this. All right, let's do a countdown. We are looking for 22 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. See, this is the counter that StreamYard provides. It's 30 seconds long. We don't want to do that. We don't want to go to a 30-second countdown. No. I like that it has music with it, but no. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. It is a smooth jam. All right, at the end there, MJ had a just in case of 33. Dusty had a just in case of 58. So Moose is going to be my winner at 34. Thank you so much. 34. All right. Yeah, we don't want to do a 30-second countdown. That's a little too much. That's a little too much, I feel. Okay. Yeah, there's no way to change it either. There's no way to change it. Well, yes. If for some reason I have a blackout, let's hope not. You guys have to think of what song that you're gonna sing in the chat until I'm back again. So you guys can figure that out in the Lurkers Lounge. Let's see. I have I'll bring her. I have a celluloid carnival doll. I'll bring her next. She's kind of fun. I had one of these in a really long time. I don't know about that, Kim. That's a long song. Let's hope not. It's not gone that long. So I would say like overall condition for her, she's pretty good. Except for like her cane. So like the bottom of her cane is gone. I initially didn't even see that because it was kind of hidden behind her feathers. I didn't actually know that. But that's really about it. Usually it's the hat that is missing on these. And there's not any kind of cracking to the celluloid. She's pretty good overall. And she has a lot of feathers. She has a lot of feathers. And she does have her little mercury bead necklace and mercury bead earrings. So both of the little earrings are there. They're just kind of, the feathers are kind of out of control. They're kind of like a minty green, a little minty green feather action. And she's got her little painted brassiere under there. And then her feather skirt. So she's got quite a bit of feathers, I would say. Sometimes these can get a little molty. But for the most part, I would say like she has good feathers on here. And her little silver hat, it's silvered cardboard with kind of paper foiling. It is pinned. So there's a couple like little straight pins that are on there holding the hat in place. And then she's got her little socks and shoes down here. So her arms are loose. These usually are. They're usually a little loose. So just so that they can swing. There's her little booty hanging out. She is made in Japan. She's a little marked Japan somewhere on her. So she is about 7 inches tall. About 7 inches tall. At the tallest part of the fluff, about 7.5 inches tall. Glowy, I see her 14. Thank you so much. Sorry, I did not highlight that. And so no cracking to the celluloid that I can see at all. And I don't even see any kind of major denting. Sometimes these can have dents. I really have to go through, I don't know if you saw a few weeks ago, a video that was out from a state sale that I got some books from, and I got one about celluloid and viscoloid. I really want to do a deep dive on that book because I find it fascinating. There's thousands of like celluloid and viscoloid kind of pieces out there. I think it's, and some of the like Halloween, Christmas, Santa things are just absolutely amazing. All right, let's do a countdown. Chloe's in there at 14. Looking for 15 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bit and let's party. These always remind me of New Year's. I don't know why, but they do. Chloe, I see you just in case. There's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Chloe, didn't need your just in case. Thank you so much. What did Brooke say? I'm on an antique celluloid collector's Facebook. Yes, I think I'm part of that Well, at least one of them. I'm part of that too. They show some amazing things that I have no idea how they still exist. Yeah, there's like collector groups for just about everything on Facebook. All right. Let's see. I'm going to do. All right, this is going to have. This is very cool. I've never come across a brooch like this before, and I will tell you what I know about it. So it's going to have a $25 start because there's not a lot out here that look like this, especially with a pink stone in the center. So here it is. And I would say that the light is doing a pretty good job at showing the true colors in this. So we have a brass bar pin, and in the center is a large faceted check glass stone in the center, and it is open back, so all the light can come through there. And then it's painted, so enameled little forget-me-nots on either side, and everything like paint-wise is pretty good. That big pink stone in the center is prong set. Glowy, I see you're 25. Thank you so much. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's much prettier in person. It's doing a pretty good job here on camera, but it's really lovely. And I've never come across a brooch like that. It has a little bit of patina on the back of it, no stamping or anything. It has a very simple C-clasp opening there, and the point of the pin does extend past the clasp just a little bit, not very far. But size-wise on this, so it's 1 3/4 by 1/2 inch tall. That stone in the center, is 3/4 inches long. So it's a pretty big stone there in the center. I did see, I believe this is not Victorian. I think it's like tail end of the 1920s, kind of more deco time period. I would say it's a little bit later than Victorian, based on the enameling. But it is really lovely. I did see that there are a couple other examples of different colored check rhinestones in the center that were out there, but the same forget-me-nots on the side. So there's other ones that are out there too. But I love the pink. I don't find pink stuff very often. All right, Renee, I see you're 27. We are looking for 28 or more. It does kind of look like stained glass. You're right, it does. So the brass that it's set in does have kind of like a very tiny beaded pattern that kind of goes around the outside. I just really like it. I really, really like it. Okay, let's do a countdown. We are looking for 28 or more, and 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hello, Timmy. All right, Timmy popped in there with a 28. Renee has a just in case of 33. Chloe has a just in case of 46. And there is Karen's bid end. All right, at the end there, I think Chloe's going to be my winner at 34. Congratulations. I love this. Love that. Right. One of the coolest brooches I have found so far this year. I really like that. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Well, Parmesan is awake. Okay. Let's see. This is going to have an $18 start, and it's going to be a pair of items. And it's going to start at 18. And I said I had several Kewpie things tonight. I do. Okay, so this will be coming as the pair. So it is the little plate and the little stand. Here it is. All right, so it comes with the little wood easel stand. That's how I purchased it. So the this is not Rudolstadt. I do have a Rudolstadt piece. I will bring that a little later. But this one is hand painted by Florence Baker. I've had a few Florence Baker pieces before. These were specifically made, handmade, hand painted in Rose O'Neill's likeness. These usually were souvenir pieces that you could pick up from Kewpiesta. She would usually make special pieces for the Kewpie convention in Missouri, or these pieces usually would be also available at the Kewpie Museum. So the birthplace of Rose O'Neill. You could pick up these pieces also. They're usually pretty highly collectible, the Florence Baker pieces. There's not, I've been lucky to find a few of them, but not very often do I find these. But I love that he's jamming out on his little banjo. He's playing a tune. How old is Parmesan? Like 1.5. 1.5. I don't know months wise. I mean, you can adopt the cats at 8 weeks. So, and we got him when he was a baby. So, give or take, he's like 1.5 years. So there it is. And it says on the back, Florence Baker, Independence, Missouri. So there's no chipping or anything to the plate. He is a baby. He's a teenager, I think. He's kind of getting in that teenager kind of thing. So that is all hand painted on here. I like that it's signed. And then of course it has the cute little wood easel for display too. But of course you won't have to display it on here if you don't want to. You could just use that as a cute little trinket. He's good for the most part, Carol. Can do some naughty things, however. He does naughty things all the time. All right, let's do a countdown. We're looking for 19 or more. And Dusty's in there. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Oh, 9. You retracted your bid? Did you? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, Dusty. All right. I'll rerun it. I will rerun it. Okay. I will rerun it in case somebody wants to pop in there. All right. So 18 for the pair. I didn't give a measurement on this. Measurement for this is 4 inches. 4 inches in diameter. Oh, Glowy, I see you're 20. Thank you so much. So 4 inches in diameter. Now, although it's not antique Kewpie ware, it's still mid-century, at least mid-century Kewpie ware. She did these in the 60s all the way up through like late 80s. I don't think much later than that. But usually she doesn't date her pieces. So it could be anywhere in that time range. All right, Glowy, I'm going to do a countdown for you. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yeah. Mama Pam spoils him every time she comes over. No, he likes those like squeezy tubes. I don't know what else to call those. Like the little bisque. It's like bisque. It comes out of a tube. He likes that stuff. He's not real big into like crunchy cat treats. Yeah, kind of like yogurt tubes, kind of like that. Yeah. And he doesn't like cheese. I don't know how he's my cat, but he doesn't like cheese. I've tried to get him to try it a couple times and he doesn't like it. Even though he's named after cheese, he doesn't really like it. Okay. I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna do my my Napco Bloomer Girl next. And it's been a really long time since I've had one of these. Yeah, kind of like churu. I get the delectables. I think that's what they're called. I know. It's because he's the color of cheese. That's why. He's the color of cheese. Okay. She is going to start at 36, which is a good deal for these. So she is a Napco Bloomer Girl. So she is mid-century. So she's from the 50s. There's a whole series of these gals dressed in different colored dresses, different color pastel dresses. There's also an entire series for Christmas that are dressed in Christmas dresses with kind of holly and berry leaves on their dresses. I've only had a couple of those over the years. I've only had a couple of these. And she's the one that's dressed in light pink. And she looks like she is posing for a photo. That's what it looks like to me. So light pink on the dress, and then she has gold painted shoes. So the gold on here is cold paint, but everything else on her is not. She's got fired on, and then it's more of like a kind of wine color for the ribbon in her hair. She's got a little rosette up in her hair, her little bun, and they're called the Bloomer Girls because their little petticoat is showing kind of underneath their skirt. So all the different poses of these, that is kind of sticking out, and that's why these are called the Napco Bloomer Girls. And she does have stamping on the bottom. It says Napco Wear on the bottom, just an outline of the Napco foil sticker. The foil part is gone already. Oh, really, Shannon? Yeah, you have. You're right about that. So I think there's 6. I think there's 6 total. I know there's 6 in the Christmas one, and I think there's 6 total different colors and poses for the regular one. I should have grabbed my Napco book to show them all to you because it's a lovely series. It's a lovely series for sure. And these are not easy to come by figurines. So measurement for her, she is, where are you, girl? She's 3 inches by 2 3/4. 2 inches by 2 3/4. She doesn't have any, there's no chipping, no repairs, just a little bit of crazing. Just a little bit of crazing to her that I am seeing, but lovely condition for mid-century ceramics, for sure. Really not any kind of notable issues. For her, there's no paint scratching on the gold or anything like that. But I will go ahead and bring her back. I will do a recap at the end. Okay. We'll do a recap. Let's see. Oh. All right, William, you got it. I see you're 36. Thank you so much. All right, let's do a countdown. And 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. William, do you have more of these? Do you have more of these? All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, William, it's coming to you. Thank you so much. I haven't found one of the Christmas ones. I think it's been 3 years, at least 3 years since I found one of the Christmas ones. Right. Let's do. All right, this is going to be a lot of items. It's going to start at $20. I have, so there's 3 things in this lot that will come together. And I will show them all to you. All right, so they all kind of have like a theme, why they go together. So the first thing is going to be the Hope Chest, which is a Royal Society advertising. But it is a whole magazine about things that you can make for gift giving, for like needlecraft, if you will. So making things for gifts, making things for remembrance, monogramming things, clothing, that sort of thing. I was trying to like, so there's kind of different divisions in here that tell you kind of things that you could make, maybe to give a bride for her Hope Chest, things that you can put together for parties. And there's also a section in here on how you can write invitations formally, very formally. And then there's a whole section in the back about different embroidery things here on the back side. Parmesan, please don't knock anything off. And there's some clothing things in the back that you can make. Okay. Wings, I see you. Thank you so much. You haven't even seen the other two things yet. Anyway, it's an advertising here for Royal Society on the back. I picked it out mainly because of the cover. I liked that she was doing some needlework here on the cover, and I love her dress. Okay, so that's number one that you're getting. Number two that you're getting, I'll look in a second, KP. I think I did look and I didn't find a date for it. You are going to get this little pincushion girl. All right, so needlework again, just a little ceramic, fancy little girl. This is kind of like red velvet for the pincushion. Then it does have some older, some of them are a little bit longer. This one's a little bit longer, like maybe shorter hat pins, that sort of thing, in there for the pincushion. Okay. I don't know if this had a date in it. Usually I do look at these. 1917. It does, right in the cover. 1917. And then the last thing is this fancy lady, and it is a tape measure. I don't know what it has been about these old tape measures lately, but I have really been digging the little tape measures. And this one is very tiny, and it has, I can't figure out, I'm pretty sure that is paper. It could be celluloid, like maybe there was supposed to be a celluloid disc over top of it, and then the paper is exposed underneath. But I couldn't actually find this one, so I'm not sure about that or the imagery or anything really about that. There's no stamping at all on this one. So, and sometimes there's writing on the tape itself. There's no marking to indicate maker or country or anything on the tape measure. Okay, so that's everything that you're going to get in the little lot. So the tape measure, the pincushion, and the Hope Chest magazine all together as one. I had fun putting that together. All right, Dusty, I see you're 21, and Wings was in there at 20. Thank you both. So we're looking for 20 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Fancy ladies. All right, Wings had it just in case, a 55 right before Karen's bid end. So Wings is going to be my winner over Dusty for 22. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. I am going to also do my biggest item next. This is going to have a $40 start, and it is a cookie jar. It's going to start at 40. Usually these are worth a little bit more than that. However, it does have a little chip. And I think the chip has been there a really long time. Okay. So, oh, it is McCoy. I'm going to show you the bottom first. Right, it is McCoy. There's the stamping on the bottom, McCoy USA. So it is the kitty head cookie jar. Here it is. I usually don't bring cookie jars, you guys. I don't. But I really like this one. I really, really like this one. And it is covered with yummy crazing on the cat. Now, I will say on the inside, I did say there was a chip. There's a chip on this inner rim, and I think it's been there a good long time. All right, I think it's really been there a long time. There's also some stained crazing in the bottom. I did try and like clean this and everything. That did not come out, so that is like a permanent stained craze spot in the bottom. But the glaze on this is completely crazed. I will say that, but I do kind of like that. And it says cookies on the front, so this would have been painted in brown paint that has wore off. All right, but I'm going to show you the lid. So the lid, meow meow, there's the lid. I love this black and white cat up here. Hopefully you can see the crazing coming through. It's easiest to see kind of on the white part of it, but there is overall crazing on the cat. And I don't know. I just really like when, like stuff like this, I really like when there's crazing like this. It just, I think it gives it more character for me. Yes, a tuxedo cat. And we've got the pink bow tied around the neck. And here's the inside. So you can see the crazing a little bit easier on the inside. So all that crackly goodness. I like that. I don't know. Something about that for me, I do like that. Especially if you have that kind of look in your kitchen already. I do kind of like that. So I did show the inside. So that is the chip on the inside. It doesn't affect the lid at all. And then it has like just a basket weave. All right, just a basket weave for the bottom part of it. And I'll show you with the lid on. It does have some weight to it. McCoy pieces are nice, hardy pottery. So they're not that prone to chipping. I mean, they made planters and everything else, but it is hardier pottery. So that is the back of it. So if you didn't want the cookies part to show, it just looks like the cat is peeking out of the basket. You can always turn it around to the other side. All right. There's the lid on the front. Had it been an orange cat, I might be keeping it. But I just thought I would bring it. I usually don't bring cookie jars. Usually we don't offer cookie jars very often. Usually these are things that I take straight to the booth. But I thought I would offer it before it went down there. But I just love the cat. Now, it's 16.5 by 6.5. 16.5 by 6.5 is the size for the McCoy cookie jar. And I will set it aside. I will bring it back for the recap too. Yes, it is a really like good 1940s peak. I love that for sure. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. All right. I'm going to bring my Royal Rudelstott. I'll bring the Royal Rudelstott QPPs that I have. So actually, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab my book so I can show you. I'll show you. I'll be right back. Okay. I wanted to show you because there's different pieces to this particular set. That's why I wanted to. That's why I wanted to grab my book for you real quick. I was hoping it had a picture of this set in here. one of these Kewpie books has multiple pages of the German Kewpie ware in here. Don't think it has this particular set in here. Okay, so I'm going to show it to you, and then I'll show you some of the other pieces. So it's going to start at $20. All right. So here it is. So this is the Blue Sky Meadow pattern. So you can see there's like little grass down at the bottom, and then just a plain blue sky in the back. So that Dusty, I see you're 20. So this book doesn't have that, but it does have one of the other patterns in here that shows these. So this is a coaster. So this is a beverage coaster. That's what this is. And that's why I was hoping that that set was in here. But the leaning tree pattern one is. So you can see, so it would come with a big center service. So that would be like where you put your glasses on it for like the service tray. And then all the little coasters would come along with it to set your beverage glasses on. And you can see each one of those has a different Kewpie image on them. Okay. And so this particular set in the Sky Meadow pattern. So this isn't the leaning tree because there's not a little tree painted in here along with it. This is the Sky Meadow. So each one of these little beverage coasters would have a different Kewpie in there too. Yeah, it does kind of look like he's floating, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So the back of it, so this is antique, early 1920s, made in Germany. So Royal Rudolstadt. So there's the Rudolstadt stamping, and then it is copyrighted Rose O'Neill. Sometimes they change these stamping a little bit here on the back. You can see it's made in Germany. So there's no chipping or anything on there. But I love this Kewpie ware. I have a couple pieces that are repaired in several places in my personal collection that I've picked up and found. But usually I try, if I find any that are not any kind of damage, I usually share with you guys. So, all right, so let's do a countdown. Dusty's in there at 20. Thank you so much. So this is 2 3/4 inches in diameter. Of course, you could use this for whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to be a coaster, for goodness sakes. All right, let's do a countdown, looking for 21 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Oh, Chloe jumped in there with a 23. Dusty has a just in case. And there's the bid end from Karen. All right, Dusty, with your just in case, 24 over Chloe. Thank you so much. Right. Okay. I have not done a book yet. So I guess I will do a book next. I have a couple books tonight. All right. This is going to start at 10. And I mainly picked this up. You're going to know why the second you see it. Because it has a spider web on the front. That's mainly why I picked it up. It is a poetry book. I did mark a couple pages. I will show you. And there's a couple damaged things on the inside I will show to you. There's some wear to the cover. Also, there's some ink stains and that sort of thing. I did kind of like that. I was going to tuck this away for Halloween, but spider webs in Victorian times usually meant good luck or memories, good memories, that sort of thing. Not necessarily what we think of like for Halloween, but Dusty, you haven't even seen the inside yet. All right, so it does have a book plate in here. This is a newer book plate that somebody had in here. I didn't try to remove that. So this is a poetry book, and it is it has a copyright of 1897. And So this also has a cool spider web kind of graphic going through here. So James T. White. So there is kind of a compilation of different writers in here that I did see. So here's the copyright 1897 on there. So there's different poetry that goes through different types of flowers and occasions as we go through here. So it's all black and white imagery that is in here. But for the most part, it's a double spread. So there's going to be an image on one side and then the flowers and the poetry on the other side. Renee, I see you're 13. This one is called Admiration. The sweetest eyes were ever seen, could the poets devise daintier praise than give Katrine sweetest eyes. And which are the sweetest eyes, soft and melting, lustrous, keen, merry, or demure and wise? Eyes that shine with light serene, mirrored from love's happy skies, like thine own dear are, I ween, sweetest eyes. And there's also, I marked a couple, like, kind of my favorite imagery that is in here. So we have this kind of branch with acorns and oak leaves. I really liked this one with delight. Sometimes the poetry, depending on wings. I see you're 15. Thank you so much. Yeah, the art, the illustrations in here are really nice. There's a couple Christmas kind of leaning poems. This one is titled Noel, has kind of an icy tree with a bird. And there is a whole section in the back that has kind of seasonal. There's one for like New Year's, Valentine's Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving. And then there's a few pages in here that kind of have like a double spread of poetry on them. I think the next one I have marked. And then there's a section like for love, marriage, children, like there's that sort of theme here. So this one here starts kind of the children's section. So you can see there's a little stork here carrying a baby. That reminds me of Ariana. I don't know why. And then there's a poem about paternity. But here there is, you can see that there is some separation from the binding there on that page. That's why I marked that. Perry, I see you. Hey, Perry. And so here's Valentine's Day and Easter. Of course, there's lilies for Easter. And there is another Christmas one. There's one for birthday, May Day, wedding, different wedding anniversaries, Thanksgiving. Here's the other Christmas one. The Christmas bells from hill and tower tonight their benedictions shower, and on the waves of their sweet chimes fond thoughts of home and olden times set sail through memory's golden gate, deep laden with love's precious freight. They speed their homeward course tonight across the sea with aerial flight. I could read books all the time. I could. All right. And then this last section, so there's kind of a division here. The last section here, there's 2 pages here that have some bending. That's why I marked these. I don't know if I can get that to show. There is like a crease mark that is not showing at all. But trust me, there's like a crease mark there. And this last section is called Fulfilling of the Law. I don't know what that means exactly. So there is a notch in the bottom of that page. And this is the other page that has kind of that creasing in it. And the last imagery is this illustration. And then it's just plain green on the back. But there's a lot of cool stuff in here, really. I don't know. I just kind of like this kind of stuff. All right. The fact that this is in existence is amazing. Story time. One of these days we'll do a whole ephemera and book sale sometime. All right, let's do a countdown. Perry's got the high bid at 18. So we're looking for 19 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Perry, I see her just in case. Dusty's got a just in case. Wings has got a just in case. And there's the book bit end. Thank you, Karen. All right, at the end there, it looks like Perry, Wings, Dusty. So Dusty's going to take it over Wings for 49. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Great. That's cool. There's a lot of cool stuff in here that I didn't show for sake of time. I just kind of left it alone. All right. Let's do another Kewpie item. All right. This is going to have a 16 start. And this is an antique postcard. This did not come from the Kewpie Collector's Estate Sale. I had got this previous to that. I've only ever had one of these, ever. I've only had one of these, and I believe part of the side of it was missing. This is a clever card. If you know what this is, you know what this is. A clever card, and it was meant to be folded in half here at the center, and then the Kewpie on the front would be a little pop-up, and then it would turn into an easel card. This is an antique one. This is not a reproduction. And we have little Kewpie girl. I'll turn her so you can see her. Look at her. How cute. She's doing a little handstand on some mushrooms, like you do. MJ, I see you're 16. Bet you can't do this trick. I just love that. So it's not been punched. It's not been punched through. It has not been bent. Actually, the lady that I purchased this from at a show, she had a whole stack of them. If she's there the next time that show happens, I might pick up a couple more from her. But this one was the one that I picked out right away because I was like, oh my gosh. She didn't have any Mercube ones. There is a mermaid Kewpie one. She didn't have that one. I was hoping she did, but she did not. So it does have a copyright of 1914, dated on the bottom. So it is Rose O'Neill illustrated, but these Kewpie clever cards, so just the pop-out card kind were called clever cards with the K, by the Campbell Art Company. But Rose O'Neill did still do the illustrations on this. Yeah, I can't do that, Gavin. I can't do that. I never even learned how to do a cartwheel, truth be told. I didn't. They tried teaching us in Girl Scouts when we were, I don't know, 8 years old. I never could get the somersault down or the cartwheel. I could do a somersault, but I couldn't do a cartwheel. All right. So, Glowy and MJ, I see you both. Thank you so much. Let's do the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Ooh, boy. We're at like an 11-second lag. 11-second lag. I might need to refresh my phone. I hope it's not that bad for you guys. All right. Glowy, I see you just in case, and MJ as well. There's the bid end from Karen. All right. So at the end there, looks like Glowy's going to be my winner at 22 over MJ. Thank you so much. Yes, refresh. 9 o'clock refresh. It's actually after 9 o'clock. I'm going to refresh my phone as well. And try the gear wheel here. Are you guys experiencing that bad of a lag? Because that's what it looked like on my screen. So I said bid end, and my phone screen switched from 12 to 11 on the countdown. So, yeah. All right. Thanks for hanging with me, you guys. Thank you. All right. Let's do. All right, I'm going to do my other piece of jewelry. I have another brooch. This one is going to start at 14. It grows as time moves. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that's going to start at 14. So this one. So this one does have a stamp, a manufacturer stamp on the back. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it to you. It's very tiny. Okay, but it's a dangler. We love a good dangler. And this is a made in Austria rhinestone brooch. So the stamping on the back is in this little oval up here at the top, ZUB. ZUB, Zub. That indicates that it's made in Austria. Rhinestone piece. I've had actually a Zub rhinestone piece before, but it wasn't a dangle. It wasn't a dangle, and I really like that. Now, there's no missing stones, no missing rhinestones in it at all. Everything is prong set, very sparkly. I was trying to see if there's 2 on the dangle, 2 on this end dangle here. These 2 are just slightly darker. I don't know if you can pick that up at all, but just slightly darker than the rest of the rhinestones. I wouldn't call them dead stones or anything like that, but they're just a little darker. Glowy, I see you're 17. Thank you so much. I just really like the style of this one, and that's the way that the bar pin goes. So it is kind of meant to be worn, and it does kind of like go at an angle, which I do kind of like. It does have a safety clasp on the back. The pin does not extend past that, but really itty bitty. I don't know, my camera does a pretty bang up job, but oh yeah, it's all right. It's coming in. CUB. It's coming in pretty good. So measurement for this, it is 2 3/4 by 2. 2 3/4 by 2. So it's a decent size one. And like on a lapel, it would look pretty as well. Yeah. All right. And I did test it. It does not fluoresce. No, it doesn't glow. Sometimes the white rhinestones surprise me. Sometimes they do with a clarifying agent, but none of them do. Okay, let's do a countdown. Chloe's in there at 17. We're looking for 18 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. All right, I have a 7-second lag now. So I needed a refresh. All right, Chloe, I see you're just in case. There's the bid end. All right, you didn't need it, lady. It's coming to you. Thank you so much. My dangler. Right. All right. All right, I forgot about this thing. I forgot about this. Okay, this is going to start at 20. And I don't know if I've ever run across this planter. I knew it existed, but I don't know if I've ever run across it. Black Swan. I love this planter. So this is made by Metlocks of California. So it's California pottery, not made in Japan. Metlocks. It is, I don't know, very rarely did they mark their pieces. Sometimes some of the planters and stuff that they made would be marked, but this one is not. It looks very similar to Royal Copley style-wise, how it's painted. There's no cold paint on it. So everything is fired on for the paint. I love this. It's very like fancy. It reads fancy to me. And it's very nice condition also. Very nice condition on it. You can imagine probably not a lot of these are surviving out there because of that neck. Actually, I have very long time ago, probably 14 years ago, I did have this planter. They also make this in pink, a pink swan. I had the pink one, but I've never had the black one before. So there's no chips. No, it is a planter. It is a planter. No. I have never seen this in anything other than a planter. Metlocks did do TV lamps. They did some of the Jaguar ones that I know of. And I believe they did a deer one too, but no, this is just a planter, but it's large. You can see it's very stylized for the black swan. It is 11 and 11 1/4 inches tall and 7.5 at length, and then about 4.5 kind of at the widest point. It's very cool. Very cool. I don't think that there was a plant in here. I'm trying to like really look. I don't see any like calcification or indication that there was ever a plant in this planter. It's just really nice and clean. It's not really going to show anything except for a black void for you if I show you down in there, but I don't really see any kind of issues with it. Jennifer Cagle, I see you're 20. Thank you so much. And as far as like crazing or anything, I don't really see anything. It's just really lovely condition. Really, really nice condition. This was an estate sale pickup last week. I was happy that it was sitting there because it was later in the day. Yeah, it would. Some sort of like, I don't know, like overflowing kind of spider plant. I don't know plants, but like string of pearls, something that could cascade out of the back would be pretty, really. What is going on? Okay, I blipped out for a second. Can you guys see me? Can you see me? I hope so. I look like I'm back on my phone, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, Karen says yes. My screen blipped out, and I was like, oh, please. Can we not do a repeat of last week? Okay, good. All right, I'm going to count this down. We're looking for 21 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hang on. She's a little small. It's not quite the right size for her, but you know, she could, you know, be riding down the river in her little swan boat. That's not a bad idea. I like that. All right, there's the from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Jennifer, it's coming to you. Thank you so much. I love that. I love that. Okay. Okay, I'm glad that the screen didn't go out. All right. Okay. This is going to be for the pair. Hey, Mary. Good to see you. And Wendy, I got you popping in there too. Good to see you both. Okay. So this is going to be for the pair. Now, I will tell you right off the bat, I did replace their bases. One was missing and one was broken. So I replaced their bases. I went ahead and did that so they could stand. I don't usually like to do that, but with these, I'm okay with doing it. Hey, Bug. So I have celluloid Kewpie, bride and groom. I don't remember where I got these. They didn't come from that estate sale either. I don't remember where I got these. But they are celluloid bases, and then they have little crepe paper outfits. Usually these were cake toppers. And yeah, the bride's was totally missing and the groom's was broken. So I went ahead and put them on, usually that's how I find them anyway, on kind of like some darker cardboard. That's usually how I find these. So I'm going to show you each one. So these are made in Japan Kewpies. All right, and they're jointed celluloid, but they have crepe paper, little outfits. Karen, I see you. Thank you so much. So he's got his little bow tie, and his little boutonniere. There's a little wear to the crepe paper. Usually there is. And it's mostly like contained to the back of his hat. So his little hat brim, you know, kind of like that. I didn't want to mess with the clothing at all. And then there's a little hole in the back of his pants. But I wanted them to stand. So, and then bride here. She does have red hair. Yes, she does. I believe this is mohair. It could be human hair, FYI. But it feels like mohair to me. And then she's got her little, I love that they gave her a little headband. I think that's really cute. Usually these have a veil. I don't see any indication that this one did have a veil at any point in time. And her little crepe paper dress has a little bit of blue kind of discoloration to it. But usually, I think that most of the time the outfits were handmade on there. So very cute. Yeah, I liked that she had red hair too. Very cute. All right, so the bride and groom, they are, I measured these, goodness, 4 inches. 4 inches for the bride and 4 1/4 because of his hat. He's a little bit taller. And let's see if I can show them standing. That's why I wanted to put their little discs back on. So they can stand or dance, either way. So there they are. All right. All right. Kim is going to be doing bid ending on this round. You got it. So Karen's in there at 18. So we're looking for 19 or more on the pair. And I'm going to do that countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. All right, Karen's got a just in case in there. There's the bid end from Kim. Thank you, Kim. All right, Karen, they're coming to you. Thank you so much, Karen. All right. Okay. 17. See. What's this? All right. I've got, do you have a pixie? I will do him next. He's going to start at 14. Karen, you have a wonderful collection of those. You really do. All right. I have a pixie this evening. And he's a Occupied Japan pixie. And he is lounging it up. So he's one of the bug style pixies, and I like him, but he's dressed in turquoise. So pretty close to the polka dots on the Nancy Ann Storybook Tell box lid. And he doesn't have any repairs or chipping to him, but he is dressed in turquoise, which I like. I like these kind of pixies. This one doesn't have the stamping on the bottom, but I've had a couple other ones from the series that are Occupied Japan. So sometime in the 40s. He does have a little bit of crazing. That's going to focus at all. A little bit of crazing, but he's a bug pixie because his little antenna, those are not eyebrows, they're his little antenna. So there's a whole little series of these guys. MJ and Minx, I see you both. Thank you so much. And all sorts of different colors and poses for these guys. Planters, that sort of thing that you can find for them. They're just so fun. Can't have too many pixies. He definitely looks like he's chuckling up over somebody's dad joke. That's what I think. Measurement for him. He is 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. Minx And MJ, I see you. Minx has got the high bid at 16, so we're looking for 17 or more. I'm going to do countdown on Mr. Pixie Friend. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. All right. MJ's got a just in case in there. And there's Karen's bid end. All right, so looks like, oh, Minx, your just in case came in after the bid end. I see that on both of my devices. So MJ is going to be the winner at 17. You got it, MJ. Thank you. Okay. All right, my next round's going to start at $8. This was an estate sale pickup from last week. I think it's very fun. I couldn't resist it because it's a Tinkerbell bell. A Tinkerbell bell. And it is lovely. It sounds really lovely. And it is marked Walt Disney Productions way up in the top of the bell. You can kind of see the writing way up in there. So I believe this was a Disneyland souvenir that you could probably pick up. I think it is brass. I think it is mid-century. I don't think it's much older than that. This particular house, there was like an entire room just dedicated to Disney stuff. And they had some antique, like really old Disney stuff, like really early Disney stuff. And I think the latest stuff that they had like was up through the 70s, I think. I usually don't get bells, you guys, but it's Tinkerbell. I could not get Tinkerbell. And I had a couple other kind of pixie things tonight. So, and it's very highly detailed how it's molded. It's very well done. I like that she's kind of sitting in, I don't know if that's supposed to be a little flower or just little leaves, but I really like it. I can't really say that there's any kind of issue with it at all. There's no date stamping on it. I did see that there was like a pewter kind of version of this rather than the brass or the brushed brass kind of coloring. But yeah, she had some cool stuff. Very cool stuff. All right, Timmy and Renee and MJ, I see you all. Timmy's in there at 12. So we are looking for 13 or more. The Tinkerbell bell is 3 inches tall by about 1.5 at the base. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. Okay, let's do a countdown. Looking for 13 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. All right, there's just in case from MJ and Renee and Timmy and a bid end from Karen. All right, at the end there, looks like Renee is going to be my winner at 24. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Renee. Right. It is very pretty ding-a-ling. All right. All right. I will go ahead and bring my Nancy Ann. I'll bring my Nancy Ann storybook doll here. And she does have her box. All right. She's going to start at 16. All right. So I will show you the box. Oh, if only, Jennifer. If only. Okay. So she's in not a pink polka dot box. Usually they're pink polka dots. This one's blue polka dots. Wednesday's Child, number 182. And she is correct. She is correct in her box. All right. And it does have the little storybook dolls pamphlet in here. Wee dolls for wee collectors. So this is definitely not all of them. Actually, this one has quite a few more than a lot of the other ones. It does go up through the Powder and Carnelian series, which is the last series that they produced. So, oh, maybe they are all in here. I think this is the first pamphlet I've seen that has all the series in it. And then there's a little shelf that you could order to keep them on the back. But here she is. She's cute. Should have put her in the swan boat. She looks like she's a little bit more fancy going for the ride in the swan boat. So she has kind of some tulle netting overlay and then pink satin underneath. She does have her little pantaloons and her little shoes. She is 5.5 inches frozen body, and little blondie with her ribbon. And then there's little millinery flowers attached to her dress. She's got kind of gold cording. I could see some other ones that had kind of this fraying to the bottom of the netting. I don't know if that was how it originally came or if it just frayed over time. I saw some other examples where they had that, so I'm not 100% certain on that. She has the safety pin closure on the back. That was standard fare for manufacturing until much later on that they switched to snaps in the back. So just because she's frozen body, so her head and legs don't move, just her little arms are the only thing that move on there. So that's it. I love her. She kind of went with my kind of fancy stuff tonight. That's why I decided to put her in the sale. Her dress is very nice and clean, probably because she does have her box. Can't remember where I found her. I don't remember where I got her. Maybe from a doll show. I don't know. But there's her little box. So she's from the Days of the Week series. So there's all 7 days of those little ladies out there. I love those. Love the Nancy hands, but I'll bring her back. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to get through these quickly, you guys. Okay. I do have a larger bisque dolly, and she is going to come with the doll stand. Right, she did. So she's easy to display. Although these can stand on their own just fine. But I am including the stand to go along with her. And this is how I found her, tied with this big bow. She is a larger one. She is 7.25 inches tall. And then she's got the finger wave hair and blonde. Really nice shape on her. No chipping or anything to the bisque. Boy, the stamping on it is just really faint. She is made in Japan. Stamped on the back. And then, yeah, she was tied with this peachy bow, tied with it here in the front. That was how I found her. I'm sure she's not completely naked, Jennifer. She's definitely not. If she was, she wouldn't have a bow. I've never seen one with just a bow like that. So I'm sure maybe she was gifted that way, something like that. And there's the backside. So the stringing for her arms, it is still nice and tight, so she can pose. So her arms are not like loose in any sort of way. So she can pose pretty good. Chloe, I see you're 18. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm including the stand with her. She can come off. I'll let go for a second because this is not totally stable, but there, she can stand just fine. But we'll include the stand with her just in case. Okay. She is a full dollar, no penny doll. She's a full dollar doll. I like that. That's funny, Renee. Desi's Boho Flamingo. I see you're 20. Thank you so much. Let's do a countdown. We're looking for 21, 21 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you for being here. All right, there's a bid end from Kieran. All right, Desi's Boho Flamingo. She's coming to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. All right. You win for tonight, Renee. You win. All right. Let's see. Let's see. I've got this. I was trying to see how many things I had left. Okay. This is going to start at 10. I haven't watched Fried Green Tomatoes in a really long time. Really long time since I've seen that movie. So this is some antique advertising. Now, I have seen this with the calendar still attached. For every time that I've seen it with the calendar attached, it's like close to $100 every time I see it. So when I saw this and I was like, ooh, it doesn't have the calendar, but I don't care because I love the imagery on this. So this is an advertising. So it would have had a paper calendar attached to it from 1897. And it is advertising for hoods, sarsaparilla. So up here, it does have the writing. It does have like the grommet. And I love the little girl imagery. She's absolutely adorable. And then there is some really tiny writing down here. So it has a copyright 1896 from Massachusetts. And then on the back, it has all of the astrological events for the United States in 1897. So the eclipse, the middle of the eclipse, the end of the eclipse, morning and evening stars. Mercury will be morning star from January 28th to March 5th, from May 30th to July 6th, and September 26th to October 23rd. Interesting. Spring commences March 20th, summer June 20th, autumn September 22nd, winter December 21st. Oh, they don't have Halloween on here. I am shocked. Christmas, they don't have Halloween on here. Interesting. Eclipses of the sun and moon. Very interesting stuff on the back. I like it. And I like her. She's my kind of advertising that I like looking at. All right, MJ's in there at 10. We are looking for 11 or more. It is a thicker card stock. It feels a little thicker than a postcard to me, just a little bit thicker than a postcard, but very similar. And it is 4.5 by 5.5. There it is. All right, let's do a countdown looking for 11 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. All right, just in case from MJ. There's the bid end. All right, MJ, coming to you. Thank you so much. I think I have 3 rounds left and then a recap. I think that's what I got. All right, I'm gonna do another book round. We have another book round. I think I got everything. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything over here. Nope, I think I got everything. Okay, this is a cool book. This I did get in an estate sale. This lady had the most amazing books. So the pop-up book I had last week with the 3 bears and the 3 little pigs also came from that estate, as the same as this one. And this book, although I couldn't find a publication date in it, it does have an inscription in the front, right there on the front cover. And I will read that to you. It says, Maisie, no, to Beatrice Wood, December 25th, age 4. Merry Christmas to you from Anna Blanchard, 1911. So it's dated 1911. So Christmas 1911 is when that was dated. So the picture primer book, and so it didn't have a publication, but there's the stamping. All right, so this one, it's very cool. The cover is in excellent shape for 1911, I would say. Really nice color plate on the front cover. There's a little tiny bend right there, but for the most part, like, the cover condition is pretty spectacular on this for as old as it is. KP and Minx, I see you both. Thank you so much. So there's the back. And I'm going to try and be gentle with the pages on this, but it goes through the alphabet one by one. I like this. J is for junk. Don't you know? F is for fighting. It's interesting what they attributed each letter to in 1911. There's M through T. I did want to show several of the pages in here, but my favorite by far, Z is for zany. Z is for zany, not zebra. I don't know. Did they have xylophones in 1911? Probably not. And then here's, like, that continues there. That's not that exciting. The alphabet. And then it shows you some cursive for MJ and KP and Minx. I see you all. Then it shows some cursive, of which children are not taught anymore, right? And then it is teaching some reading in here, different vocabulary words. I won't go through all of those. Here is a flock of gray geese. They have broad red feet and can swim fast. Here's a fox. The fox is sly. He has caught a duck. The duck did not see the fox, and now the hungry fox will eat her up. Oh my. This is a children's book. Minx and KP, I see you back in there. So there's some more vocabulary words as we go. I think I liked, do you see the dog? It is Tom's dog. Tom is kind to it, and the dog loves Tom. It will play with him and do what he bids it. Tom is at the pond. He throws in his stick. Go, dog, bring it out. Did we all learn to read this way? Oh, the cat one. Yes, the cat one. This is a cat. It is a fat cat. It certainly is. I can see its tail. I can see its paws. It has a long tail. It has soft paws. The cat sees a mouse. Run, mouse, run. If you do not run, the cat will catch you. This is a mouse. The cat did not catch it. That's probably my favorite part in there. Is there a moose in there? Do we look under M for moose? What is M? No, M is for mother, not moose. I didn't see a moose in here. It's unusual to see moose illustrations anyway. So there's a section of sheep and chickens, birds, and then there's a whole section of addition and multiplication in the back. And that is the last page in there with this illustration. She doesn't look real pleased here. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on there. Are they eating something? I don't know. It doesn't have any explanation under there, and then it ends with the alphabet. Okay. So very cool. Very cool book. All right, KPSC, you're 19. Thank you so much. Minx is back in there. 20. So we're looking for 21 or more. Let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I don't know what books I learned to read on. I can't remember back that far. I can remember learning cursive writing. I remember that. And the paper for it. But I don't know what I learned to read with. MJ is here just in case. B is for bid end. It certainly is here. Thank you. All right, just in case from MJ over Minx. So MJ is going to be my winner at 21. Thank you so much. All right. But I'll keep an eye out for moose illustrations. Yeah. Okay. Now, disclaimer for this next lady. She does have a wing repair. However, I know how difficult these are to find. So I couldn't leave her. The repair is pretty good. But if you've seen me bring these to a sale before, they usually command a little bit higher of $1 for these gals. This is a Maruri, M-A-R-U-R-I, a little butterfly gal. All right, there she is. So she's dressed in pink with green shoes and the kind of powder blue hood. This wing has been repaired right here. So there is a little line right there. It's a little harder to see from that angle, but I couldn't leave her behind. I can't leave these behind. I haven't found one of these in a very long time. I think actually Jason had one before the last one I had. She doesn't have, there's the bottom. I'm not sure what that is. I did try and clean that, but it didn't come off. So M-A-R-U-R-I, Japan little pixie girl. I absolutely love these. So there's a whole series of these, doing different poses and dressed in different colors for there. But yeah, she does have a little wingy repair. Poor girl. I did rescue her from an estate sale. She was on a shelf with a bunch of angels. She was the only lone pixie on the shelf, and nobody had got any of the figurines off the shelf. They were all there, every single one. I was like, oh, but the pixie, I had to get her. Minx, I see your 10. Thank you so much. Let's do a countdown. We are looking for 11 or more. Real quick, her measurement is 3.5 inches tall. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 bid end. Sandra and Gail, hello. I see you both. Thank you. Sandra's back in there at 14. And there is the bid end from Karen. Oh, Erin, your 15 came in right after the bid end. So Miss Sandra Bowers, she is coming to you for 14. Thank you so much. All right. All right. The last round I have before recap. Also an estate sale. I got this. I just got this estate sale find. I bought it just because of the cover. And I don't know if anybody saw my reel on Instagram, but I actually found the music. I found I don't know, some sort of recording for the music that I put with my reel for the sheet music. And I purely got it because of the cover. So it's going to start at 8. Just like a butterfly that's caught in the rain. And I loved her, number 1. And I love the coloring. I like that I had orange in it. And it has separated, the folder has separated from the sheet music on the inside, but I will show it to you. So here's the inside, just like the butterfly. Yeah, I did find a variation of this. So it's a 1927 copyright. I'm not going to sing it. I don't know how to read piano music. I know how to read flute music, and it's not the same as piano at all. So I can't read this. And I never learned how to play piano. So here I am, lonely, tired, crying for a home in vain, just like a butterfly that's caught in the rain. Longing for flowers, dreaming of hours back in that sun-kissed lane. Just like a butterfly that's caught in the rain. I know that. I can almost hear him sighing because he has to stop his flying. I can easily sympathize with those helpless butterflies. All the world is cheery by that old cottage door. Why are my wings so weary? I can't fly anymore. Here I am praying, brokenly saying, give me the sun again, just like a butterfly that's caught in the rain. And it does have a bonus Blue River song on the back. Karen, I see you're 8. Thank you so much. But yes, I thought that would be great to frame. That is why I picked that one out. There was a whole stack that I went through, and they had some great ones, but this one really spoke to me. This was the only one I got. I know it is a sad song. I agree with you. Yeah. Hearing the version that I picked out, yeah, it is kind of a sad song. All right, let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Ooh. Glowy popped in there with a 10. And there's the bid end from Kim. Thank you, Kim. All right, Glowy, it's coming to you. Thank you so much. All right, it is recap time. We just have a couple things to recap. Just 2 things, I believe, because you got all of my little goobers, so I don't have any of those. So I have, so recap time. Of course, if you were watching on the replay, you can always email me, check if something's still available. I had the Nancy Ann Storybook doll in her box, Wednesday's Child, full of woe. It does have the little pamphlet on the inside. There we go. And there she is, dressed in pink. There she is. Little Wednesday's child. She was 16, so you could do doll 16. Doll 16, if you want to claim her. And my McCoy cookie jar. McCoy cat cookie jar. FYI, if nobody claims this tonight, it is probably going to be going to the booth. Oh, send it to Karen. I certainly will. I certainly will. That is so nice, Carol. I will do that. I will do that. Thank you. Okay. McCoy cat cookie jar. There we go. Very cute. On her basket. So it could sit a number of different ways if you want it to just be basket weave or show the cookies on the front. There is a chip inside of the lid, and I think that has been there a good long time based on how it is discolored, and it's kind of smoothed off in there too. And also some stain crazing in the bottom. There is overall crazing to the cat. There's no other like chipping or anything. Meow meow. There is the lid. It is 16.5 by 6.5 on the cookie jar. So this you can do cookie jar. We'll do 36 on the cookie jar if anybody wants it. Cookie jar 36. Cookie jar 36. And that was everything I had. That was everything. Everything I had to recap. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you being here, hanging out and chatting in the chat as always. Reminder from me, I will be doing invoicing tomorrow. I will email you or message you when invoices go out. And I do have to ship everything out Thursday. Hoping to do that like earlier in the afternoon on Thursday before we're leaving town super early Friday morning to drive to Wisconsin. And we will not be back until later on Tuesday. So next week, so there's no Thursday sale this week. No Thursday sale. I will not be here on Thursday. That's why you saw me tonight. But Jason will be back with me on Thursday, July 2nd. So that will be fantastic. Finds will be back on the 2nd. And yeah, that will be the only sale I know of next week. And then July, as we moved into July, there will be some Christmas coming, FYI, since it's, Christmas in July after all. So Christmas will be coming in July at some point, and there probably will be maybe some extra sales with some friends joining in probably in July too. So as soon as I know those dates, I will pass those guys on to you. Thank you so much. A big thank you to Karen, Kim, and Gavin for helping out in the chat tonight. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. If you are coming to Elkhorn, please stop Mama Pam and I and say hi. And I know we're going to see Janine and probably a few other people are going to be stopping by at Elkhorn. So if you see us, say hi. We'd love to meet you guys. And have a wonderful rest of your week. I know it's Monday. Feels like a different day. Have you shown us what's on the shelves lately? What do you mean, Jennifer? Like what shelves? The shelves back here? Are you talking about up here? Yeah, what do you mean, Jennifer? Do I need to do some collection photographs or filming? I could do that. Am I selling at Elkhorn? No, Migs. We just go and shop and film at Elkhorn. Oh, the devil. Yeah, I do have a Kamar Devil Knee Hugger. He will be coming in the fall. In the fall at some point. He will be coming to a sale. I just put him up there because I have to keep him away from my other devil in the household. So that's why he's up there. But he will be coming to a sale in the fall. Probably September area at some point. Yes, he will. Okay. Yes, Timmy, I will see you tomorrow. Yes, I will. All right, you guys. Thank you so much again. Thank you. Thank you. We'll see you soon and good night. Bye.